We're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, the horrible world tournament is over. So now I can go ahead and get to a lot of the content that JP dropped. Today I want to focus on the EZA Physical Future Gohan, who I think is either the best EZA TUR or like right up there. He's really, really, really good. This EZA Physical Future Gohan. So we're going to go ahead and get his EZA event taken out. He is weak to the Android category team, right? So all we have to use is the Android team. Obviously, that does make a lot of sense for, Future Gohan. If we go ahead and take a look at it, again, we have the Android category, and then we basically just want to use Extreme Class, STR, AGL, and Tech are basically the three typings that we want to use to take down Future Gohan. So if we go and take a look at it, the Android category has gotten ridiculous, massive, honestly, like, insane buffs, right? Oh, we use 21 right here. So if we go and take a look at it, let's go ahead and sort by, again, we want AGL, we want Tech, and then we want STR. These are the three typings. So these are the characters that we have available to us, right? Just an awful lot of, like, new units that came out that are very powerful. I could drop like LR Super 17 on this team as well, right? What's funny is LR Super 17, we needed buffs to help him out, but oftentimes I just find myself not even running him these days. I mean, he would be great in here and do a lot of damage, right? But yeah, these are the core of the units you want to use. If you have the Tech Androids, they obliterate Future Gohan. Obviously, this unit is ridiculous. So let's go ahead and just quickly finish up our boy Physical Future Gohan. Now, Android 21 is a unit I'm not actually the craziest about. I mean, I feel like she can be, like, okay, like, in a Super Battle Road setting and stuff. By the way, like, so, remember, we have this. Here, I'll just go ahead and play this. Well, let me just play this real fast. Their active skill, 17 and 18.
もう一気に終わらせちゃおうよ、17号。
慌てるなよ。もっとじっくりやろうぜ。あっさり全滅させてしまったんじゃ、俺たちの楽しみはなくなってしまうんだぞ。
So, when it comes down to trying to beat this stage to get Zenny and stuff like that, the Android's ability would be very, very, very powerful, right? Basically being able to, use a Ghost Usher for one unit. That could be very helpful for them to get Zenny in EZA events. If you're able to get Tech Orbs, of course their attack stats, defensive stats are ridiculous. The only thing is that Physical Future Gohan here, he is not doing a beam super attack, so they're not going to be able to nullify his supers, but, I mean, as long as you've got, like, at least, 5 Tech Orbs, something like that, they probably are going to be taking almost nothing from him. Now, one thing I did notice about this Physical Future Gohan, this goes all the way down to stage 1, actually, is he has got so much health. He feels much tankier to me than other EZA TURs have been, right? This Physical Future Gohan. So, I mean, that's one thing to keep in mind. But, again, with all the recent buffs for the Android category team, things like, this AGL 17, the LR AGL 17 and 18, I mean, these are units that are years old who are now very good. Even Android 21 right here. I have that free-to-play Android 18 on rotation. She's a ridiculous support, and she's STR. Like, all three of these characters on this... Look at the numbers they're putting up, right? All three of these characters are actually years, multiple years old, all of them, right? It's like, this is a free-to-play unit. 17 has been a banner unit since, the start of 2017. Android 18 has been a banner unit since the middle of 2018. So it's just like all of these characters have just been around forever, right? So I feel like this EZA is probably not going to be too hard for people, just because it's like, unless you've, like, re-rolled or reset your account recently, you're going to have a lot of these characters ready to go. Then, of course, Second Form Cell is ridiculously powerful. Any Extreme Class Android Saga allies, he's going to be buffing, along with really hitting hard. The only thing about this Second Form Cell is that he is a Big Bad Boss's character. I mean, the main core of the Android team doesn't really use Big Bad Bosses. Actually, I wonder if I should just put Super 17 on the team instead of 21. I might actually just do that. Let me try that. Let me put Super 17 on the team instead of Android 21. That actually might cause us to go a little bit faster, provided we're able to get the key for Super 17. But I really don't think that's potentially going to be an issue, because of the Android team. Like, we have so many like supports, right? Like, we have the SCR 18, AGL 17, and the 17 and 18 who are all like capable of supporting, right? Look at this. They start out at 23 key. It's just like the Android team is in just like a very good position as of right now in terms of its power and stuff like that, right? So I do hope that they continue to do this for categories. The Android team is sort of like something that's like Dokkan creates a lot of categories, you know, things like All Out Struggle or Connected Hope that are just like kind of like bullshit. It's like just like seemingly stupid or pointless categories, right? But the Android one, that's like a category that makes a lot of sense and should be a thing in Dokkan for sure, the Android category. So it's good that this team is getting massively buffed. And I really do like these celebrations that buff these categories with massive increases, rather than like, you know, again, what they did with Super 17, where, you know, they dropped him and then they dropped like Easy 8, Sub Easy 8 Sin Shenron. And I guess like the free-to-play Battlefield LR, Shadow Dragon, like Army LR, like that's it, right? Like just very bizarre. Yeah, this is the thing with the tech androids. They are ridiculously good. I actually think you could easily make the case for them as being better than Super Vegeta. I just think the androids bring too much to the table, right? Between the active skill Ghost Usher, which you could use as long as there's anything but two enemies and you can't use their active skill. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like any other number of enemies you could use their active skill, right? They have the Ki Blast nullification. They're, you know, able to get very high stats, right? But they do rely on tech orbs, right? I mean, they get what, 35% attack and defense, I believe, per tech orb. Let me just quickly double check that, but I believe that's the number they get, 35%. So it's like they're just a completely different unit when you're able to get them, you know, number 8 is the number, because they get another 70% attack with 7 key spheres and 80% defense with 8 key spheres. So it's like once you get 8 key spheres with them, and, you know, provided a lot of them are tech as well, they're, you know, popping 7-8 million attack stats with 500k defense, and they could seal, and they got the Ghost Usher, and they're just doing all of this stuff, right? But, you know, they are a unit that relies on a type orb, a colored orb, which certainly can be an issue. Okay, this is really good. We actually have Super 17 on a really good rotation for him. So we're gonna be let's see what Super 17 can do. You know, comparing to a lot of these other like major Android units that we've been rocking. He didn't get key, which sucks. It's just so unfair to Super 17, right? Like, I'm not really hating on him. It's unfair. Like, we've never seen them do that to another unit, right? Where it's like, so many characters in this game get like buffs when they get hit, right? Like you know, Super 17 gets key when he gets hit. It's only a 50% chance. There's so many characters in this game where it's like they get hit or something like that, and they get their buffs. So I don't really know why they did that to Super 17. It's like the one thing that's really good is all of the yellow coin LRs are like, their designs recently have been just so much better. Hit and God Goku, LR Janemba, Goku and Vegeta, you know, Future Gohan and Trunks, those units I find to be just like on a completely different level to what Yellow Coin LRs have been for a long time, right? Yellow Coin, like, Dokkan Fests were fantastic, right? Because Dokkan Fests are important because a lot of times those are your leader units, right? And a lot of the Yellow Coin LRs, they were giving them those shitty 130% like leader skills, which suck, like are not really that relevant, or who cares, right? But like now they're giving them like at least 150% as well, right? So I think they're doing a pretty good job with the Yellow Coin LRs, which is helping out quite a bit since our boy Super 17 came out. Although the good thing for Super 17 is he is one of those like legitimate leaders, right? Because he is a 150% buff to both Android and GT bosses. GT bosses is an interesting team. We'll see. I mean, they easily could make GT bosses like legit, because it's like Baby has 80 forms And, you know, like, we could easily get, like, you know, Sin Shenron, and then a new, like, LR Omega Shenron. Then, like, Nova and Ice could potentially have, like, a good combo card, right? Like, they could do a lot of stuff like that, which could make GT bosses, like, solid, but, like, they actually have to put in a lot of work to make the category solid. Whereas, like, a lot of these other teams is just pretty free. So yeah, here we go. As you guys can see, we're not really struggling or having any problems whatsoever. But that, again, a lot of that is just with this new core for the Android team and just like how ridiculously powerful it's become, right? One thing that's really good for Super 17 too, being the fact that the team is not really relying on big bad bosses. If you use Android 21 as your lead, she's a big bad bosses character, right? If you bring second form Cell, he is big bad bosses as well. Although a lot of times bringing the Android team, it's like the second form Cell is not buffing like GT Hellfighter 17 or AGL 17 or Super 17, right? So it's like you get like a lot of characters that aren't getting buffed all of a sudden bringing Cell. So like that's an important thing to consider as well. Remember too that like two of the strongest units on this category team now, the Androids 19 and Dr. Giro, and then of course the Hellfighter 17, we're not using either of them because they're not really effective against this EZA, right? This EZA we want to be using like non-int and non-physical units, and that's what they are. They're int, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the Android category team, and of course, you know, Super 17, all of this definitely looks pretty good. And don't forget that, you know, we did just get the trailer for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Like, we know that Gohan is going to have a major role, and we know that, you know, Gamma 1 and 2 are androids. So they're going to be a major buff to this android team. So that's going to be good. And it's like, we don't know anything about Gamma 1 and 2, but just off of the little info we've gotten, I'm going to assume that those characters are not going to have big bad bosses, considering they're calling themselves superheroes, the Gamma 1 and 2, right? So, because of that, I'm going to assume that it's a good thing that, again, the Android team, sort of the core of the team, moving away from big bad bosses could be good for a lot of those characters. But we'll see what, you know, maybe the main villain of the movie could be like a Cell or Android 21. Like, I feel like Android 21 or Cell showing up as the main villain of the movie to me, like, especially with Gohan, like with Gohan having like a major role being front and center, like a rematch with Cell. I mean, I don't particularly know if I really like care to have Cell return, but I think about Dragon Ball differently than a lot of like the smartasses who are, you know, like dude, I want new forms. Bring these stupid characters back and shit like that. Whatever. I'm watching Dragon Ball for the raw fights and the moments, right? Like, yeah, we'll do whatever. Gohan goes Super Saiyan God to take down Golden Cell. Dude, sounds good to me. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it up. Hey, I'm with it. Let's do it, because you know what the thing happens with that too. Then is all the games, right? Like, we have new characters and stuff like that. It's like, you know, I really enjoy Dragon Ball, and I want all the goofy, ridiculous bullshit. Bring it in. You know, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan versus God Cell, or any ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, they could cook up some real funny business very easily, man. Very, very easily. But all right. We finished up the Gohan EZA right here. Again, this is gonna do. We got what, 10 orbs with them? This is gonna do double-digit damage. Like, he can't hurt them. Yeah, it's just like when they actually fought right there. Yeah, it's nothing he can do to them. Like, they're so crazy. The androids, like, definitely no android slander for those two. Their design is like immaculate. I absolutely adore the way that they have been built. So today, right, again, now that the World Tournament is over, there's a lot of stuff to cover. You know, there's a new Super Battle Road stage, there's Infinite Dragon Ball History. I'm going to try and just get, like, a lot of the events and stuff like that. I want to start with Physical Future Gohan, because he's such a high-profile unit. Again, I think probably being better than EZA Tech Hit, but I haven't had a chance to really use him and test that out yet. So I want to focus on getting a lot of his videos done today. So our next video probably should be level 10 link video. I might just immediately hop into the God event, then do a level 10 link video for him, and we'll sort of test out how impressive this physical future Gohan EZA is going to be. But just looking at his kit, he does seem really impressive. It's like he needs a future Saga Trunks to really bring him to that next level. But like, dude, that's not hard. Like, they just dropped 80 future Trunkses over the last several months, right? Like, it's not like AGL Trunks is legitimately one of the best units in the game, right? Like he's actually, I think that I would say the Dokkan Fest androids are better than AGL Trunks. I think Super Vegeta, maybe the GT Dokkan Fest Super Saiyan duo as well. But like AGL Trunks is like then right there. Like he's really good. So, you know, that is going to help future Gohan out a lot. I think that AGL Trunks is one of the better floating units in the game as well, right? And physical future Gohan's a character you probably want on rotation, so it can work out really well. But there we go. There is the EZA done. Again, this one takes longer. Physical future Gohan is really tanky, but it doesn't seem like he does a lot of damage. And, you know, a lot of the options you could use for the team are like brand new options, essentially, right? Like if we look at this category, like a lot of these characters are new, right? And like AGL Super 17 would have been great here. Like, you know, you've got a lot of characters who can really handle their business here. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.